Hello everyone, so welcome to the Pondoland square tutorial, and one of the reasons I'm making this is because this pattern has been downloaded thousands of times, so thank you very much to everyone who's downloaded, and patterns all over the world, Tasmania, China apparently, and a few other far-flung places. And I believe it's being translated into Finnish. Anyhow, I also have received a lot of emails from people who say that they would love to do the square, but they don't really have the experience, or they're just branching out into crochet, and they've pleaded with me to make a video. So I'm not very good at things like this. I'm not very tech savvy, and you would laugh at my setup. I have an old Kodak camera mounted on a tripod, and I'm going to be doing the whole thing in a very old version of Windows Movie Maker, and we'll see how that works out. So without further ado, let's get on to round 1. So this starts, let me just mention quickly, this is the first 3 rounds. The first round is a magic ring, and there are lots of tutorials on YouTube on how to do the magic ring. And the second round is a round of puff stitches, and they are yarn over times 4, and closed off with a chain 1. And then the third round you begin with 3 chains and 3 double crochets, 3 chains into the spaces, so between the puffs, and these are separated by a chain 1. So what we're going to do is, so please excuse me if I make some mistakes. Unfortunately I can't write in the frame what the mistake is, because my version of Movie Maker doesn't afford me that luxury. But what we're going to do is we shall start with a magic loop, and into the magic loop we're going to do 8 single crochets. So now I have already started with 1, and we're going to do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I'm sure most of you already know that the pattern is available as a free download off my blog at www.hooksandtails.blogspot.com, and then also my Ravelry page, also under Hooks and Tails. Okay, so there we've got our 8 single crochets. I have to tell you the light is quite bad here today, very stormy, which I'm grateful for. So we're going to slip stitch closed, and if you prefer to do an invisible join here, then please go ahead, but I'm just a bit lazy. I'm quite used to doing slip knots, and so let me just slightly pull that closed. And that's your round 1, so 8 single crochets into a magic ring. Now I'm sort of choosing colors quite randomly here. So this is the L. If you're interested in this colorway, I'm not going to follow the colorways on the squares that I've already done. So this is the L yarn DK family knit, and the color is Sunshine. So the next color we're going to choose is Hibiscus. It's also L yarns, and it's in their charity range. It's also DK. It's a little bit thicker than their family knit DK, but anyway, I mix my DKs. I just go for the colors. So now what you're going to do is you're going to insert your yarn. You're going to connect it there with a standing single crochet, and I'm going to use that standing single crochet as one of the yarn overs for the first puff. So we're going to call that number 1, number 2, 3 and 4. Okay, and close with a chain, and you're going to go into the next single crochet. You're going to do 1, 2, 3 and 4, and close with a single crochet. Okay, so you're working in between your puffs. You're going to go all the way around until you have 8 puffs into your single crochets. I'll show you there quickly. Okay, so here we are at puff number 7, and we're going to do the last one. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So the puffs are yarn over times 4, not traditional yarn over times 5. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And to end this round, we're just going to go into the top of that little space. If you pull your puff, you'll see there's a little hole there, and you're just going to do a slip stitch into that and pull that tight, and you can pull the ring closed now, nice and tight. Okay, so there you go. A sweet little beginning. So I'm not going to sew the tails in right now, but you can pause the video and sew in your tails if they're getting in the way. Just going to go straight on. Alright, so now we're on to round 3, and look at this fabulous colour. This is the L yarn, and it's called Orange Wood. This is in the Charity DK. It's a little bit thicker than a normal DK. I'm using a formal hook, and I hope you figured out by now, I'm sure you have, that I'm also using US terms throughout. So I learned to crochet using US terms, and now I've just got used to them. Okay, so you start this round number 3, with a slip stitch on your hook. Okay, so this is really easy as well. You're going to go between your puffs. Okay, you're going to be working between all of your puffs. You're going to start off with a chain 3. Don't be tempted to start off with a double crochet standing or a standing double crochet, because this is actually the passion. So you start off with 3 chains, then you're going to do 3 double crochets. Hope you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so you're going to do 3 double crochets into that space and 3 chains. So you can see that's going to create a petal for your flower, crochet petal. Then you're going to chain 1, and you're going to single crochet into your next space, and you're going to do 3 chains, and you're going to do 1, 2, 3 double crochet, 2, 3, okay, and then to close that you're going to do 1, 2, 3 and slip stitch, chain 1, slip stitch, chain 3, double crochet 3 times, double crochet 3 times. Oopsie, my yarn's getting stuck. Okay, and chain 3, Okay, so I think you get the idea, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so there I am, or there we are, at our 7th petal. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I have done my chain 1 over that, sort of skips over that puff there, and we're going to go to the last one, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, chain 3, so that was 3 double crochets, then we chain 3, and we're going to slip stitch back into that space, and we're going to chain 1. And now to close off this round, I'm going to snip that little tail off, and what I'm going to do is pull that through, okay, like that, and then just poke my hook through and hook that through, and then of course that's all going to be sewn in or darned in nice and neatly, so you won't see that. Alright, so there's your round 1, 2 and 3. And we'll just quickly recap on the pattern. So it's a magic loop with 8 single crochets into the magic loop, and then it's 8 yarn over times 4 puff stitches into each of the single crochets, and then it's 3 chains, 3 double crochets, 3 chains, slip stitch, chain 1, and so on, and then chain 3, 3 double crochets, 3 chains, slip stitch back into the same space, and chain 1, and thus you go all the way around. So I'm just going to have my washing quickly, and then I'll be back for round number 4. Okay, so I'm back. And I've got a second load of washing on. Oh, the things women do, isn't it? Our multitasking lives. So there we have round 1, 2 and 3, and now we're going to get on to round 4. So round 4 is going to be 4 trebles into the tops of these petals. Okay, so a couple of people sent me some emails asking what did I mean. Well, this is what I meant. Okay, so you're going to start round number 4 with a slip stitch on your hook. Alright, and now you're going to go into that space between your 3 chains and your first double crochet. Okay, you're just going to slip it in there. So I do have some other patterns where I had done a similar flower, but I'd gone into the top of the stitch, but with this one we're just going in between the stitches. Okay, so I'm going to do a slip stitch into the top there, and then 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so that's basically equal to 1 treble, and then you're going to go in between each of your stitches, and now you're going to be doing these trebles together. Okay, so you just keep these loops on your hook, and I'm going to do and another one. So the last one will basically be placed after your last double crochet and your 3 chains at the end. Okay, so it's going to look something like that. And then you're just going to pull your loop through, and you're going to chain 6. Technically, you're chaining 1 to close your two trebles together, but I'm going to just say 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, then you're going to do the same all the way around. Okay, like that. So, right, so, and then 2, 3, and 4, and 4. So there we go. Okay, so it's going to look like that. I'm going to just yarn over and pull through, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so I'll see you at the end. You just carry on like that. Okay, very easy and simple. Yeah, it's always easy here when someone's showing you patterns. Oh, even I have difficulty reading them. Okay, so see you at the end of this round. Okay, and so here we are at the last one, and to close this round you're going to do a slip stitch into the top of that first chain there. Okay, and you're just going to slip stitch closed and then fasten off. Okay, so what you have then, oh, by the way, if you're interested in the colour, I always want to say turmeric every time I see it, but in fact it's the L yarn double knit, the family knit DK, and the colour is gold. So, okay, so there you go, and of course it's going to cup like that. It's going to have a cute little cup thing going on. I think that's so cute. Okay, so that is the end of round 4. Now we're going to go on to round 5. So what I like to do is I like to do a contrasting colour here. So I'm just going to have a look at something pretty. Okay, so the colour that I've chosen is the, I don't know if you can see the colour so well, but you're probably quite familiar with it. It's the Stylecraft Special DK, and the colour is pistachio. Yummy. Okay, so what we're going to do in this round is, as usual, let's start off with a little slip stitch like that. Okay, so now we're going to be working into round 3. So in round 3 we did 3 chains, we did the 3 double crochets, we did the 3 chains, and now we're going to do a single crochet back post around that middle, or the center, or number 2 of the double crochets from round 3. So we're just going to do that. Then we're going to chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and then we're going to find that center, or double crochet number 2, and we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chains. Okay, then we're going to do that. You see, I just turn my hook around like that and I sort of hook it, boom, like that. Oh gosh, I've lost my yarn. And we're going to do a single crochet back post, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and we're going to find the next one. Okay, here we go, and we're going to anchor this single crochet front post. Then we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, so you're going to continue all the way around like that, and I shall see you at the end. Okay, so I'm on my final single crochet back post like that, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, and now to end this round, I'm just going to slip stitch into that first single crochet back post like that. Okay, I'm going to cut off the yarn and fasten off the end and put that out of sight. And right, I haven't sewn in my end yet, but I will now. Okay, so what you're going to have, something that looks like that, or in fact it should look like that. Okay, so you're going to have 8 chains, 6 chain spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I'm going to leave you there and quickly sew in these, darn in these darn tails because they do get in the way. It's best to do it as you go along, once you've checked your stitches and everything and made sure everything's in order. Okay, so I shall see you at round number, where are we now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so I'll see you at round number 6. Okay, so here we are at round number 6, so sewed in all the tails, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know why sometimes it always looks like they're more. Alright, so now we've done round 1, round 2, we've done round 3, round 4, and this is round 5, and now we'll be moving on to round number 6. Now round number 6 is definitely one of the rounds that some people were a bit stumped on. So the way I'm going to explain it, you'll see it's incredibly simple. I'm going to grab another little colour here. So this is the, which one is this? I think this is the Snow Moon. The Snow Moon and the Margarita are almost identical. So what we're going to do now, so that is the L family knit, the DK, and the colour is Snow Moon. I love this colour, it's actually my favourite colour. Okay, so now on to round number 6. So now you've created these loops at the back. What you're going to do is you're going to be working into these loops. So you're going to pull them under the chain 6s from your previous round. You're just going to start here with a single crochet. Okay, like that. Then you're going to do a double crochet, and then you go, oh no, sorry, I beg your pardon. You're going to start with a single crochet, and then you're going to do a half double crochet, kind of building up to a bit of a point, and then you're going to do a double crochet, okay, and you're going to do a 3 chain picot right at the top of that double crochet and slip stitch closed. Alright, and then you're going to mirror this side and the other side, so you're going to do a double crochet, a half double crochet and a single crochet. And now you're going to yarn over and you're going to do a half double crochet front post. Okay, it's a bit tricky, around the top of that treble 4 together. You're going to pull your chain 6s through there, through the back. You're going to do 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 picot, 1, 2, 3, and this is a 3 chain picot, and you're going to slip stitch into the back to close it off, and you're going to do a double crochet, a half double crochet, and a single crochet. Okay, so can you see? Made these cute little sticky out bits. And then you're going to yarn over and you're going to be doing a half double crochet around the top of the treble 4 together, and then you're going to single crochet into those chains from round 5, just pull them through, and half double crochet, a double crochet, 1, 2, 3, a 3 chain picot, a slip stitch into the back, 1 double crochet, continuing there, and 1 half double crochet and 1 single crochet. Okay, so here we are, or here I am. Just done the half double crochet front post around the top of those 4 trebles together. Okay, can you see? And then doing the last single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, chain 3 picot, okay, slip stitch back to close that, and 1 double crochet, 1 half double crochet, 1 single crochet, and the last half double crochet front post around those 4 trebles together, and then to close this round, just going to kind of slip stitch into that first single crochet like that, pull up a loop and snip that off, and then I'm just going to use a slip stitch like that to close. So there you have it. Okay, so your fall has gone well. You should have 8 little points like that. Okay, 8 little points. Okay, so what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's the end of round number 6. Now round number 7 is an optional round, so you don't have to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway, and it's quite challenging, a little bit challenging, because it's not really what you'd normally find in a pattern. So I'll see you at round number 7. So far, so good. Okay, so here we are at round number 7, which is the optional round, the embellishment round. So if you don't have to do it, but for a few of you who were a little bit flummoxed about how this all worked, I'll show you. Okay, so you're going to start with a little slip stitch like that. What you're going to do is you're going to go around the top. You're going to go around the top of your puff from round 2, and I'm actually going to take both pieces of yarn, so the tail and the main piece for this, okay, just to get it started. And we can just pull that little piece to the back now. Okay, so you're going to start with that around any puff. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to be working kind of up. You're going to be outlining this petal. Okay, so it starts off from round 3 with your 3 chains, and then round 4 with your treble, which is technically 4 chains. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 single crochets around the 3 chains, and we're going to do 4 single crochets around the treble, and then we're going to be doing a single crochet into the half double crochet front post that you did around the top here. Okay, and then you're going to work back down like that. So it's actually easier, it's just a little bit awkward. So you can turn your work sideways, and you're going to do single crochet, so that's 1, 2 and 3. If you'd like to do 4 to make it a bit more dense, you can, but 3 is fine. Then you're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now you're going to do, basically going to do a chain 1, a single crochet into the top there. That's going to kind of pull you'll see how it changes the shape. Now you're going to work back down the other side. So you're going to do 4 single crochets over that treble from round 4, 3 and 4, and you're going to do 3 single crochets around those 3 chains in round 3. So they might be bunched up, but they'll sort of, once everything gets stretched out, they do kind of move down. And then you're going to do a single crochet front post. So it's a bit tricky in the way you hold your yarn. A single crochet front post, you're going to do that around the next puff. Okay, and then you're just going to hang on to your yarn. I'm hanging on to my yarn there, and you're going to launch straight into 3 single crochets over the next 3 chains and 4 single crochets over that treble post. 3, 4 and 1 single crochet into that half double crochet front post. Kind of hang on to your yarn there. Then you're going to do 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to do your single crochet front post around the next puff, and you're going to go directly into 1, 2, 3, and then 4 up the post of the treble. 3 and 4, and 1 single crochet into the bottom, like right into that double crochet, half double crochet front post. Okay, can you see how this is working out? Okay, it looks like that. So I'm going to leave you to it, and I shall see you at the end of this round. Okay, so here we are. So getting to the end here. So we're going 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 single crochet front post, and then it sort of helps a bit of you, so you can just fold your work as you go along. Okay, you're going to go, whoopsie, I do not want to lose a stitch right now while I'm so close to the end, and we're going to do 1, 2, 3 single crochets over those 3 chains, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochets over those treble, and 1 single crochet into the base of that half double crochet front post, and then go down the other side of your petal, busy outlining your petals here. 2, 3, 4. Don't worry about them bunching up, because when you do your single crochet front post, it's going to pull them down. 1 and 2 and 3 around your last 3 chains. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is going to just pull up a loop, and I'm going to pull it up like that, and then I'm going to get my needle, which was here 2 seconds ago. Oh, I hear it. So, oh, it doesn't really matter. Oh, there it is, right in front of me. So what I'm going to do is you just thread that, and then I'm going to pop it through like that, just to close off. Okay, you can put it nice and tight like that, just kind of secure it behind like that. Okay, and then of course when you sew in your ends, kind of just sew them in like that, just get them out the way for the time being, and I'm going to cut off that piece, and I'm going to cut off that piece. Okay, and so I'm sure you didn't believe it would turn out like that. So, alright, so that is the end of round 7, and this is where I'm going to love and leave you. So I'm going to put this part, so from round 1 to round 7. I'm going to pop that on YouTube. I say pop that in a sort of joking manner because it takes forever to do all these funny things. Anyhow, so there you have it. So that's round 1 to 7, and 7 being the optional round, which is the embellishment round. And now that I've shown you how to do it, you can see that it's not very difficult at all. It just takes a little bit of maneuvering your hook in a way that's not really so traditional, I suppose, for crochet. And oh, I should mention that the color that I used for the embellishment is the Style Craft Special DK, and the color is camel, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's camel, but it's lovely. It's got a lovely golden sort of glow to it. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. I might have made a few mistakes that I wasn't aware of, and as I say, with my ancient version of Movie Maker, I can't really drop in if I have made a mistake, but it seemed to go along quite fine. So I'm going to put this up, and I will see you for round 8, and possibly, hopefully, from round 8 to sort of round 15, and then hopefully, if things go well, I'll be able to complete the Pondoland square in 4 parts. So let's hope for that. Thanks very much for watching, and catch you for the next videos sooner, hopefully, rather than later. Bye!